Good morning and happy Friday, everyone. Stephen Kim here, coming at you live from the beautiful city of Niagara Falls, Canada. Imagine this. Imagine if your clients actually got you new clients. They referred you to new clients without having you chase them, beg them, follow up with them, or even cold call them. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to share with you today. Referrals on autopilot to ensure that you generate more business, more referrals into 2026. Share with me right now in the chat as we're getting started on a Friday. How many of you actually have a succinct SOP regarding your referrals, your current database of referrals right now? How many of you actually have something in place where, and I'm going to say, when I say something in place, I'm talking about something that's on autopilot without having for you to put in too much time, effort, and energy, where it's just an engine that literally pumps out more referrals. Just quickly drop in the chat right now. How many of you actually have something implemented, an SOP regarding getting more referrals from your existing clients? Because that's the name of the game, right? To get clients from clients. And like I shared on the live last Friday, is this: every successful real estate agent that I've spoken to, at least, and I'm going to stress this, at least 50% of their business comes from referrals. How many of you have something like that in place in your business? Just a quick little comment in the chat. Let me know, just a thumbs up or a yes if you have one, or a no. And that's why you're on live today, right? As well, while you're commenting in the chat, let me know where you're tuning in from, because as we're growing this No Agent Left Behind masterclass community, I love seeing all of the people that are tuning in from all corners of the world, which is amazing. Sedge Park, my man, always giving a thumbs up. I love it. Sedge Park is absolutely killing it this year in 2026. Kelly Chong, also awesome, fantastic rock star agents in Toronto. Okay, so without further ado, let's get right into it. So the way that today's going to work is you had to have watched last Friday's live stream, which is actually still on YouTube right now. All the videos are posted on the No Agent Left Behind masterclass. But you have to have watched last Friday's to really understand the efficiency of today's, because today I'm going to drop the 5 core strategies, tactics that will allow for you to have a great referral business on autopilot. So with further ado, let's get right into it. So clients get clients, the ultimate referral marketing strategy. So the content for today, the structure is: number one, what is an RMS or referral marketing strategy? Number two is the core five strategies, tactics that we're using right now to get referrals on autopilot, and then timelines and execution. And I'm going to do something a little bit different on today's live. So being a teacher, coach, educator for almost 2 decades, that's right, 20 years, I realized I was thinking about it earlier this week. I was like, you know what? I should be dropping a homework element, an accountability element to every one of these lives. So moving forward, every Friday when we go live, I'm going to drop an accountability piece so that we as a community, as we're growing this community, we can hold each other accountable. Because it's great that you're tuning in on a Friday, 10 a.m. It's amazing. And I love that. But where the real magic sauce happens is the execution of this, right? So every Friday moving forward, I want to know what you've implemented and what it's doing to your business. Okay, so what is an RMS, referral marketing strategy? Leveraging your existing relationships to drive in more business. That's exactly what an RMS is. Leveraging your existing relationships to drive in more business, because we know that the ones that know us, like us, and trust us are going to refer us. If they know us, they like us, and they trust us, they're going to refer us. So an RMS really is based around 5 fundamental principles. Number 1 is ask satisfied clients to recommend you. And we talked about that last Friday, is how to go about asking for referrals. Number 2 is how many of you are building strong vendor partnerships, right? Because if you think about it, in a real estate business, we are the intermediary, right? Between the vendor and the client. We're the ones that do a lot of the referrals to these vendors, where they're a mortgage partner, a title rep, a home inspector, a lawyer, an interior designer, etc. Number 3 is, how good are you at staying top of mind with your current database, your sphere, your referral partners? Number 4 is, this is a big one, the value driven communication. So when we talk about a referral marketing system, it's not just asking, hey, do you know someone that's looking to buy or sell in the next 6 to 12 months, but giving people the value. And I can tell you this right now, giving people value is one of the quickest ways to get people to raise their hands. So if you're talking about interest rates, right, that the Bank of Canada, the next interest rate announcement, and you're just sharing, hey, you know what, Kelly, I just thought this might be of value to you, that's going to elicit a conversation, right? So when you talk about a referral marketing system strategy, what's the value driven communication you have on a timely basis? And then ultimately, referrals and autopilot. So let's get right into it. The first one is send a personalized thank you video immediately. I tell this to everyone. Time kills all deals, time kills all motivation, right? And we talked about when we should be asking for these referrals when we're working with buyers and sellers. So send a personalized thank you video immediately. Make referrals an integral component of your business. It should be a conditioned behavior with the people that already know, like, and trust you. So the moment I get a referral from a client, it's literally within a minute. I don't care where I am. Unless I'm with my kids, they get an instantaneous bomb video. And then I have an example of this. I'll share it with you. It says, Simon, you're the man. Number two, it must be done immediately. Like I tell you again, time kills all deals, time kills all motivation. And it should be instant recognition. And that's really, really important. It shouldn't be a week later. I'm going to say even a couple of days later. If Simon refers me a great couple to work with, he's getting recognition within the next minute. Perhaps send them a gift as a thank you, regardless of the outcome of the referral. We do that as well. We send two little client gifts the moment we get the referral and the moment we close on the referral. So I'll say it again. We give two client gifts the moment we get the referral, regardless of the outcome. And then once they've closed, they get another referral. So let me just pop this open. Let's do this. And I'm going to add this. What I can do is, oh, this is not showing up. But what I can do is I'll do this. It's a bomb video message. Actually, let me just do this quick. Just bear with me 1 second. I'm going to show you the bomb video because I know a lot of people will ask, well, what's the bomb video look like? What's it sound like? Here we go. I'm going to pop it up. Amazing on that. Here we go. Perfect. I love technology. So here is the video.
Hey, Simon, it's Steven. Happy Monday. I just want to say thank you so much for referring Julie and her husband, Andrew, over to us. We'll take great care of them. But I just wanted to send a quick little video message just saying thank you so much. Your referrals mean the most to us, and they're the greatest compliment. So hope you and the family are well, and hope to connect with you later this year. Have a great one, Simon. Take care.
So nothing crazy, right? That's literally like an 11-second video, right? Nothing too crazy, but it's an instantaneous recognition to Simon for sending us the referral. And it's a bomb message. And the beauty of that is I can track, I can measure it, and I know exactly when he's seen it, how many times he's seen it, all the warm and fuzzies. Okay, let's get back open. Let's get back into it. I'm going to open this back up. Add this to the stage. There we go. Okay, let's keep moving on, right? So that's number one. Number two is your Dream 50 referral list. And this is taken right from Tom Ferry. And I love this. I remember going to Summit. This must have been 2018 where I heard this. I was like, what's a Dream 50 referral list? Identify your top 25 clients, AAA clients. And you may say, Steve, well, I don't even have 25 AAA clients. I don't care if you have one or two. Fine. Then make it a Dream 4 list or a Dream 5 list. I don't care. But you got to start somewhere. Identify your top 25 clients, and with SKG, those are our AAA clients. And these are people at a minimum, I'll say it again, at a minimum have transacted with us at least 5 times. So to be a AAA client, they've transacted with us at least 5 times. And that means also a referral. So they could have bought, sold, and then sent us 3 referrals. That's how you qualify to be a AAA client with SKG. The next thing I want you to do is identify your top 25 referral agents. And it still surprises me how many agents don't have a folder in their CRM regarding their referral agents, all the agents that you've done business with, all of the agents that have referred you business. Being a part of the Tom Ferry ecosystem, I consistently get referrals. I'm going to say at least half a dozen every single year from agents all across the world, right? Which is interesting. So build out your top 25, your top 5 referral agents, right? And spend some time understanding. Remember, we talked about on one of the initial slides, the value-driven communication is I get it all. I get DMs all the time from agents all across the world being like, hey, if you have someone in Turkey, if you have someone come into like Arkansas, we're the agent for you. Why not start doing that? Why don't you start building a larger net to capture more of an audience so that you can get more referrals? I'm going to tell you right now, number two here's do not sleep on the top 25 referral agents. And so here's a little hack. Understand or take a look at where people are coming from moving to your city. I'll say it again. Take a look at where people are moving from when they're coming to your city. And so you're going to say, well, how do I do that, Steve? It's called the beauty of ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, Google. I would say even speak with various real estate attorneys, real estate lawyers, right, that are closing a lot of clients, even your mortgage brokers as well. You know where people are coming from moving to this city. Bonus is this: also identify your top 5 vendors. Right, who are the vendors that like consistently just bring it? Their service is on just excellent. They're giving you tons of clients. They should be on your Dream 50 list as well. Now you're going to say, okay, so what with this Dream 50 list? What can we do? You can do exclusive appreciation events, whether they're paint nights, which we've done, private dining events we've done, speaker seminars, charity events, etc. Here's a little thing: market and mulled wine. What about something like that? So maybe in Q2, you're like, you know what? I'm going to do something with my top 5 clients, right? My top 10 clients, and I'm going to call it market and mulled wine, right? You could do a wine tasting event and do the state of the market for your clients. What about something like this? How many of you are doing right now? Just drop in the chat right now. How many of you do pop buys? Right? We hear about this all the time. No one here, no real estate agent, broker, team lead, whoever, solo agents like, what? I've never heard of a pop buy. Just drop in the chat right now. How many of you have actually done a pop buy in the last 2 years? I'm going to say. In the last 2 years, how many of you have actually done a pop buy with one of your clients? Demetra says yes. Demetra is a super high touch agent. I know that, Demetra, and thank you so much for donating your lovely plants to the office. But how many of you are doing it? In the last 24 months, how many of you have actually done a pop buy? So we have one agent saying yes. It's a safe space. Even if you want to say no, amazing. You can say no, right? But we cannot replace the pop by because we are a face-to-face business. And so we have to condition our clients that face-to-face is not just in the transaction, face-to-face is also post-transaction as well. Okay, moving on. Strategic vendor partnerships. And this is really, really important. And I taught a group of about 50 agents back in November when we were doing a business planning session. Number one is, who are your lawyers, mortgage reps, insurance reps, home inspectors, stagers, contractors, landscapers, plumbers, electricians, title reps, etc. Right? Start building out a list of them because they're the ones strategically that we give a lot of business to that we should also be asking for support in turn. Number two is ask for sponsorship dollars from your vendors. Be sure to meet with your vendors at least once a quarter. We have a rock star mortgage agent, right? And so he's actually donated or he's participated in $5,000 this year towards our marketing spend. Now, that's an investment on his end that's going to get him more than $5,000 on the other end because he's our premier mortgage agent. And so as he helps to sponsor our marketing our marketing engine, in turn, we get more leads, more referrals, and we send them over to him. Same thing we do with one of our lawyer vendors as well. But do this. Be sure to meet with your vendors at least once a quarter. It shouldn't just be they write it a check and then set it and forget it. Be sure to meet with them at least once a quarter to get an idea of how they're doing, what they're looking for. Are we actually satisfying this partnership? What about this? Co-host events, whether they're holiday parties, client appreciation events, etc. I have a rock star coaching client in Arizona, and he spends about $50,000 every year on his Christmas party, his holiday party, and he pays zero for it. He has strategic partnerships with his vendors that cover the cost of his entire Christmas party. What about this? Create social media content together, leverage each other's brand. This blows my mind when I'm speaking with other team leads and they're like, yeah, my agents have to follow this script like this and like this. And I'm like, you're limiting your brand presence, your brand reach. Agents on our team, they have a brand, whether it's Sold by Sedge, Angie Han Realtor, Mercado Homes, YYZ Homes by Jenny. I want them pumping their brand because the Stephen Kim brand doesn't touch their audience. So as they build their brand, We're cross-pollinating our brand reach and our presence. What about this? Create a specific folder in your CM and send monthly drip emails to your vendors. It shouldn't just be to your clients, but it should be to your strategic vendors as well. Next one, gifts to end all gifts. We are a heavy gifting team. I love giving gifts. I absolutely love it. Fills my bucket. Number one, make your gifts memorable. I'll be first to admit, yes, I'll be first to admit, and a couple of my team members are on here. I am one of the worst gifters because I gift around convenience. And what does that mean? I'll give you a big ass gift card, right? Because it's easy for me, but there's some thought to it. Like I'm not just giving you a random like Visa gift card, but it could be to a store, a business that you're looking for. But make your gifts memorable. And so what does that mean? I've actually sent some of my clients to the racetrack experience where they get to pick their car and race it for a couple of hours around a racetrack. What about a skywalk experience if you live in the city of Toronto? The skywalk, I don't know if you've ever done it at the CN Tower, is pretty epic. Or what about reservations at an exclusive restaurant? This is what I love. Restaurants that are hard to get reservations at, I will send my clients to too. Also, sports and concert tickets. Last year, we did a huge Post Malone giveaway to some of our AAA clients, right? And they love the concert. Number two, clients receive a gift for the referral and then another gift if the referral closes. So again, the moment we capture the referral, you get a small little gift. And then once it closes, you get another gift. This is a big one. I want you to focus on this one. Send gifts to clients' office instead of their homes. I'll say it again. Send gifts to clients' offices instead of their home. And you know why we do that? Because anyone that receives a gift at an office is going to get attention. And they're going to be everyone around the office who's nosy, water cooler talks, and be like, who is that from? Imagine your name being shouted from the mountaintops. This was my rock star real estate agent, so thoughtful, gave me this incredible gift. This is a strategic drop. Send gifts to clients' offices instead of their homes. That is a huge, huge hack. Number four is this one. Ask clients to take a picture, post it on their socials, and be sure to tag you in the post, not post. We call PPT, picture, post, tag. I'll say it again. You send a great gift, just ask your client to take a picture of it, have them post it on their socials, and tag you with it. Expand always in all ways. This is a Ryan Serhant quote. Number one, weekly meetups with your top 50 for lunch, dinner, and ask them to invite one friend. And I'm not saying to meet up all 50, but if you have a top 50 list, 52 weeks in the year, a couple of weeks of vacation, that means once a week you're meeting one of your top 50 for lunch or dinner and ask them to invite one friend, and dinner and lunch is on you. Now, you're going to say, well, Steve, that's a hefty investment. Well, let's do the quick math though, right? Let's do the quick math. Let's say, I don't know, $100, $100. 100 times 50 is $5,000, right? So every meetup is going to cost you $100, $5,000. Let's say you're going to splurge a little bit. Let's say every meetup's going to be $200. Let's say 10,000 for the year. If this is your top 50 list, I can tell you right now, our top 50 list consistently generates us 25 to 35 deals at a commission check of $25,000. Yeah, I'll do that all day, every day. I will spend $10,000 for that kind of a commission all day, every day, yearly. Number two is throw your new buyer a welcome to the neighborhood event, inviting all the neighbors to come and meet/celebrate with your buyer. Now, you got to be careful with this one because the buyer has to be open to this. They have to be open to this. So one of the things that I did very early on in my career is I'd rent an ice cream truck and I'd say, hey, come grab an ice cream cone and meet your new neighbor. Now, I've done this a handful of times and the neighbors love it. Even if you get a dozen neighbors coming just to say hello, what a great way of introducing your buyer, making your buyer feel welcome into the new community that they're going to raise their family in, that they're going to live in, and everyone gets a free cone. The ice cream trucks at that time are costing me $600-700 for a couple of hours. Well worth the investment. This is a great one. What about congratulations, welcome to the neighborhood card signed by 10 to 15 of the closest neighbors to your new buyer's home? So 5 in front, 5 to the left, 5 to the right. You have 15 neighbors signing a card, welcoming their new neighbor to the neighborhood. I'll tell you this right now. Since I've been doing this must have been, and I saw this from one of my coaching clients in Tom Ferry. I've never had a neighbor not sign the card, which is amazing. The consistent feedback that I get from every neighbor is, wow, I can't believe you're doing this. Are you related to them? Nope, I'm their realtor. What a mic drop moment. What about number 4? Ask vendor partners if you can host seminars with their teams. So we ask people to come to us. Why not you go there? Like, why don't you do a market and mold wine event at the local branch, bank branch? Why not do it with the mortgage broker branch? Why not do it at the lawyer's office? Why not do it with specific vendors? Right? Instead of always asking for people to come to us, why don't we go to them? This is important. The timelines on when we ask. So it just highlighted the last, the 5 strategies and tactics, but this is the timeline on when we ask. So January, this is what it looks like. We do a home health check for everyone in our database, and then we ask them, hey, this is the favor. And I'll give you the exact script. I do this every single January, and I have my coaching clients and my team do the same. It sounds something like this. Hey, Sedge, you know my business runs with working with amazing, or sorry, let me try again. Hey, Sedge, you know my business is predicated on working with amazing clients like you. Could you do me one favor this year? And what does everyone say? Yes. Hey, could you send me one person who's exactly like you that's looking to make some sort of move in real estate in the next 6 to 12 months? Because I love working with clients that are exactly like you. And that's the ask. And the ask is the favor. Hey, can you just do me one small favor? And everyone says yes to that. The second time we ask is March/April when we do a big spring clean event, and then we ask them again for the referral. So Andrew Mercado's, crushing it up in the north. He's going to do a big spring clean event with the farm that he's just operated, right? So he's going to rent a couple of cube vans, and we're just going to go in the neighborhood and ask if we can pick up some of their spring garbage and take it to the dump. And we're going to ask them referrals. The next one is in July, the state of the market, and ask again for the referral. And the fourth one is the October. So we do a huge holiday party, and at the holiday party, we ask there as well for the referral. So here's some other elements. Spring cleanups, pickups in our farms and in around Just Sold. What about back to school ice cream truck event? We could do something like this and ask for referrals. We do pumpkin pie drop-offs and we can ask for referrals. What about garage sales for our just listed properties where the homeowners want to get rid of some of their stuff? Great. Why don't we also ask for referrals for the neighbors that come to the garage sale? Here's your homework. This is what excites me, right? So we've gone through last week, we've gone through the scripts on how we go about asking. Now we have a referral marketing engine where you can just set this on autopilot, right? You can set up the alerts and the notes in your CRM. So this literally just runs on autopilot. But here, I want you to do me a favor. Today, not next week, but today. It's 10:22 a.m. Eastern, Friday, March the 13th. Lucky March the 13th. I want you today, as soon as you're done watching this, commit to asking 5 of your past clients these 3 questions. So again, not next week, but today. Have you had any thoughts about selling? Who do you know that's thinking of selling? And who do you know that tried to move, but it didn't work out? And that's a big one in this market. Who do you know that tried to move, but it didn't work out? Now, I want you, for just this hot minute right now, to be the world's best real estate agent. And understand in doing so, you got to ask for the business. So often I hear, well, Steve, I don't want to come across as salesy and I don't want to do this. You know who says things like that? People that are struggling in the business. I'll say that again. The people that don't ask these questions are usually the agents who are struggling in the business. Get comfortable. Remember, we talked about on one of the very first slides the conditioned behavior. Get comfortable asking these 3 questions. Have you had any thoughts about selling? It doesn't mean that I'm forcing you to sell. I'm just asking if you have any thoughts about selling because I would love to answer any questions you have. Share with me, who do you know that's thinking of selling? Because I'd love to help you. And I'll tell you this right now. Whenever you say, well, Steve, I don't want to be salesy, what you're doing is you're making it about you and you're not making it about them. I wake up every single morning, look at myself in the mirror and say, who am I going to help today? Because I do not want any client who's doing anything in real estate to have anything other than an exceptional experience. Okay. And then who do you know that tried to move, but it didn't work out? If you're in the GTA Toronto market, that's a lot of people, right? I think it's something like 35 to 38% of listings last year didn't sell, which is crazy statistic. Those are sellers, homeowners that tried to sell and they just couldn't do it. So today, commit to just go in your phone, the first 5 people, hopefully they're not agents, ask them these 3 questions. Have you had any thoughts about selling? Who do you know that's thinking of selling? Who do you know that tried to move, but it didn't work out? And guess what? It's going to work because you will have people respond. Now, the bonus to dos today, if you want to take it one step further, you're like, yeah, Steve, that was easy. I did 10. I did 10 of these asks. Great. I want you to do this. Today, record one thank you video to a client, just thanking them. Whether you got the referral this year, whether you got the referral last year, whether you got the referral 2024, it does not matter, right? I want you to record one thank you video to them, just thanking them, right? Thank you for, your trust, the opportunity to knock it out of the park. What about this? List your dream 10. So you're like, well, Steve, I don't have 50, right? I don't have 25 AAA clients. I don't have 25 referral agents. I don't have 10 vendors. Fine. Start with 10. If you really sit, open up your CRM and you look at your spreadsheets, your CRM, you can find 10. 10, or sorry, 5 really good clients, right? And a AAA client for you might be someone that's transacted with you twice. Start there. And 5 really good referral agents. I want you to text one of your vendors today saying, thank you. Thank you for taking such incredible care of my client. And today I want you to book one lunch appointment with someone on your Dream 10 or Dream 50 list. Doing those things will start to warm the referral marketing strategy engine for you. I can promise you this, but you got to start. You got to get out of your own way and be comfortable with asking the questions. You thought about any thoughts about selling? Who do you know that's thinking of selling? Who do you know that tried to move but it didn't work out? I also want you to do the actionable things and execute on the one thank you video, listing out your dream 10, texting the one vendor, and booking the one lunch appointment. If you joined me last Friday, you remember one of my early mentors had shared with me, Steve, you haven't worked a day in real estate until you've booked one appointment. You have not worked a day in real estate until you've booked one appointment. And that is the absolute truth. Do me a favor. What's the one thing you can commit to today? I'm gonna wait a minute. I want to know what's the one thing you will absolutely commit today. So when we go back to the core 5, the personal thank you video, creating your Dream 50 referral list, the strategic vendorship partnerships, gifts to end all gifts, expand always in all ways, and the bonuses. The one thank you video, creating your dream list, the texting of the one vendor, the book one lunch appointment. What's the one thing you're committing to? As soon as we're done, and we're done in about less than a minute, what's the one thing you're going to do? Demetrius says, I'm going to text one of my vendors. I love that. Jenny says, I'm going to send a thank you video to my preferred vendors. Yeah, start there. Maybe sending a thank you video to preferred vendors because you have a lot more interaction with them is great. And the thing is this, your vendors also know other agents. And you have to think about it. How many agents do you think are actually sending personalized thank you videos to their vendors? What about even gifts to their vendor partners? I love it. I love it. So here's a little bonus part here. At the very end, it's always a no if you never ask. You remember, it's always a no if you never ask. Do me a favor, scan this QR code, fill in the form, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you the entire slide deck for your reference. Or once the live is done, go onto our YouTube page and comment referral on the video, not on the live stream, on the video to get access to the entire slide deck for your reference. I want to say thank you so much for everyone who's tuned in live on a Friday. I really love how this community is being built. I love the value that we're giving to one another. I also want to say thank you so much for all the support, the text messages, and the DMs that I'm getting. I love it. I truly, truly love it. If there's something you'd like for me to touch upon, if there's a topic, a strategy, you want us to open up our books and our engine at the Stephen Kim Group at SKG, let us know. Sharing is caring, right? 20 years as a realtor or a teacher, coach, a mentor. I love seeing other people do well, right? So this is really important. And I love how everyone's so committed tuning in on a Friday at 10 a.m. Means the world to me. I hope everyone has a great Friday. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Remember to execute on the things that I shared today. That is your homework for next Friday. And be sure to join us next Friday on No Agent Left Behind Masterclass. No fluff, tactical mastery, real results. Be great, be kind, everyone. Take care.